Hey everyone, welcome back to the best US Mint news channel on YouTube. I'm Son of a Silver Stacker. Today's date is the 8th of June, 2025, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the 2025 American Silver Eagles. Why? Because the United States Mint is leaning in really hard on those Privy marks, and I think it's an anti-counterfeiting measure security device on these Silver Eagles. But listen, before any of that, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to reach a bazillion subs. It's actually a really big number. Also, we're always live, never edited, and always unscripted. I don't even know what I'm going to do next. Now, check this out. This is huge. I typically don't have 6,000 views in 3 days. It's just one of those things. But look at this. This is about the United States Mint's 25th anniversary Sacagawea gold dollar. I think that might be a big hit. I'm just saying. And I'm not saying that a lot of views is correlation to a lot of sales, but there's something interesting going on there. I think there's a lot of interest that's developing. Now over here to moneymetals.com. Gold ended the week at 33.23.30, silver at 36.17, platinum at 11.80.75, palladium 10.74.40, and Dr. Copper ended the week at 4.83 per pound. Down here, you're looking at an in-stock American Silver Eagle whose premium is $6.69 for the quantity of 1 through 39. They got you paying $42.86, and they will ship it for free after you spend $199 or more, it looks like. Now, the sell to them, the buyback price is $37.37, and that's right, it's about $1.20 over the silver spot price at $36.17. I don't think yesterday, or maybe it was Friday, actually, this sell to them price was actually lower than the spot price, but not no more. Now, over here to coinnews.net, there's an article by Mike Unser dated June 6, 2025. Title of this article is U.S. Mint sets price for 2025 Silver Eagles with Army, Navy, and Marine Corps Privy marks. And yes, folks, there's a lot of people out there that are pretty bitter about this whole Privy mark thing. They think it's a gimmick. They think it's just a way for the United States Mint to just sell more, sell. But really, I do believe that it is a anti-counterfeiting security measure. And yes, it will be the future until they figure out another way to, I guess, counterfeit the, well, get rid of the counterfeits, or at least a proactive way to combat all that counterfeiting that's going on. All right. Now it says here, the United States Mint today announced through the Federal Register that each of the 4 special 1-ounce 3.9 fine proof American Silver Eagles would be priced at $105. The lineup includes the 2025 Silver Eagles featuring Privy marks commemorating the 250th anniversary of Army, Navy, and Marine Corps, as well as separate issue bearing a laser beam Privy mark. Yeah, that's really what I want. Now these ones are cool, no doubt about it. No doubt about it, but I think that laser beam Privy has everybody stirring about and buzzing about that one, more so than the other ones here. It's the price is $10 higher than that of the standard proof Silver Eagle released earlier this year, which is struck at the U.S. Mint's West Point facility in New York. Still available. More than 210,000 have been sold already. Each of the upcoming coins shares the same specifications and core design as the standard version. What sets them apart are the distinctive Privy marks that depict military branch seals. Now, the laser beam edition remains a mystery. That's right, with no further details provided to date. And I did go to the Google machine to look up what's going on with that, and I'll show you here that in a minute. In a separate press release published today, the Mint revealed that the first of these 4 special coins honoring the U.S. Army will be available for public pre-order. I don't like that pre-order stuff. Never did. And I imagine the Mint would probably, they would charge you when it ships, although I think on the day that it drops, they're going to try and check to see if there's money in the account, right, or if it's a real account. It'll be available for public pre-order beginning Friday, June 13th, and the Army's birthday is June 14th, with the expected shipping date to start in late July. And remember, with these pre-orders, they sometimes kick them back. Well, oops, it's been delayed, and they'll move it back. So you never know. It could be in August. The release aligns with the Army's 250th anniversary on June 14th, also struck at the West Point Mint. The coin has a mintage of 100,000. Now remember that 100,000 compared to the Eagle Privy or the Star Privy at $500,000. Yeah, that's a little bit of a difference. Yeah, big time. The coin has a mintage of 100,000 and an initial household order limit of 3. And do you think, folks, that household order limit will be taken off and lifted in 24 hours? I don't know. But will that coin even be available after 24 hours? And if it is available after 24 hours, I imagine once they take that household order limit off, it's gone. So, yeah, it'll be no more. It'll probably be swooped up by all the people who really want it that bad, right? In addition, it will be offered through the Oh, there you go. See, we had a feeling. In addition, it will be offered through both the Mint's Numismatic Bulk Purchase Program, NBPP, and the authorized bulk purchase program. And as I recall, the authorized bulk purchase program gets 10%. And maybe, just maybe, these guys get another 10%. And if that's the case, there's only 80,000 going to be available on drop day, right? So that's 10,000 and 10,000 minus the 20,000, 80,000, right? And who knows if they've actually struck 100 even Steven. It could be 999,080. We don't know. All right, mintages and household order limits for the remaining coins are expected to mirror those of the Army Edition. Now, the laser beam version is scheduled for release on August 20. That's the one I really want. It's my favorite one so far, and I don't even know what it looks like. And will be struck at the West Point Mint. How lame does that sound, right? I like it, and I don't even know what it is. Yeah, well, that's the way things go. The Navy and Marine Corps coins are planned for the fall, with production at the San Francisco and Philadelphia mints, respectively. The 250th anniversaries fall on October 13th, and that's for the Navy, and November 10th for the Marine Corps. The Federal Register serves as the official daily journal of the U.S. federal government, publishing notices, proposed and final rules, and other regulatory documents issued by federal agencies. And there it is. That's the Federal Register right there, and I will leave a link in the description for this. And that was on 6/6, just 2 days ago, and there are the prices. The United States Mint is announcing pricing for 4 United States Mint numismatic silver products in accordance with the table below. And what's interesting about this, I think before the 6th, we actually had a number on that Army Privy mark. It was $105. So it was actually put up before this Federal Register notice. Now let's keep on keeping on. This is Reddit. And have you ever been to Reddit? I seldom go here, but here and there, what I do. Actually, let's go start here. Bingo. All right, I put American Eagle 2025 1-ounce silver coin laser beam privy mark, and I got to find out. I wanted to know what's going down. I'm sure you do too. Look, here's U.S. Mint laser beam privy mark. It really doesn't say anything here. APMEX 1 ounce. It's Eagle privy, yada yada. There's my video 3 weeks ago. We don't know anything then. Now here we go. Coin community, and I think this is one of them. This is a gray sheet. Whoa. Gray sheet 20. What? Let's check that out. 2025p $1 silver eagle laser beam privy mark mint state, and that one has the eagle privy. Okay, that's not the one we're looking for. Uncirculated silver eagle. Oh hey, look at this. This looks like it could be something. Let's check that out. U.S. Mint prices. Okay, that was a day ago. Really not much go. Here we go. There are at least 8 silver American Eagles being released for 2025. And this is from Reddit, and this is from, looks like, Dave Kistner. Just went through the U.S. Mint's release schedule, linked above. That's this hot link here. They released 2 so far this year. That's the American Silver Eagle Proof out of West Point, New York, and the uncirculated American Silver Eagle out of West Point, New York. Now, there's 6 more to go. And don't forget, right, this is a lot of American Silver Eagles in a year. Number 3 is the American Silver Eagle 1-ounce proof out of San Francisco. Now, here's the laser beam, looks like, privy mark, finished not mentioned, probably uncirculated coin. See, I don't know. Isn't it a proof? I think it's a proof, right? Yeah. It says so right there. It is a proof coin. Isn't that amazing? Because the Federal Register. Now, number 5 is the 250th anniversary, the United States Army. The next one, number 6, is the Marines. Number 7 is the Navy. And here we go. The bullion version is number 8 for the year. And he says this does not include gold or palladium eagles. They make on a yearly basis. I saw reverse palladium and a few different gold ones. I don't mess with those. The silver ones are almost too rich for my blood. And a lot of people are saying that, right? $105 is a lot to pay for 1 ounce of silver. Because did you check the silver spot price? Yeah, it's $36. 36 and 36 is, well, what, $72, $73 and change? Yeah, and that's obviously more than double what the going rate is. So what's interesting here, the Mint is really milking this. Worst part is, since the Eagle's my favorite coin, I'll probably buy them all like a fool, but I'm still undecided. How many of you feel that way? Not that you're a fool, but that you're just like, they're kind of ruining it. I don't really want it, but I'm going to probably buy it. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on like that, right? I would imagine. Now over to the bullion exchanges. And I got to hand it to these folks at bullion exchanges. They really are on the ball, Johnny on the spot when it comes to delivering some of the news on these American Silver Eagles. I got to show you here. This is incredible. Bullion exchanges, and this is from May 23rd, 2025, and the title of this article is, and I don't know who it was written by, but I would definitely give them credit, 2025 U.S. Mint releases, privy marks, pop culture icons, and patriotic tributes. Yeah, that's 2025 in a nutshell. Way to go on that. I love that. And it looks like they've made an AI image between the American Silver Eagle, or at least a Walking Liberty, and the Superman emblem. That's cool. Jor-El, or Kal-El and all that, right? Modern collecting meets cultural relevance. What? Yeah, see, this is a great article. United States Mint is redefining what it means to collect coins in 2025 with an impressive lineup of bold, story-driven designs, rare privy marks, and first-ever collaborations with major entertainment franchises. And remember that Paul Gilk's article, it says it's going to go beyond 2027 with these, I guess, entertainment franchises. I mean, who's going to be next? Marvel? Yeah, that'd be cool. Or maybe Dark Horse Comics. Whoa, that'd be cool. This year is shaping up to be one of the most dynamic in modern numismatic history, from honoring the nation's armed forces to spotlighting Superman and mobile gaming phenomena. We already know about the mobile gaming phenomena, those star privy marks, the soaring eagle privy mark. Absolutely. These releases fuse tradition with innovation like never before. And look at that innovation. And that just reminds me that the innovation dollar starting in 2019 throughout the whole series has had a stylized gear privy mark. That's right. So the United States Mint's been in on this privy marks for quite some time now, almost, well, about 8 years now, I would think. Now, Bullion Exchanges is proud to bring collectors early access to these high demand. What early access? Nothing wrong with that, right? High demand collectibles offering exclusive insights and real time updates on some of the most talked about U.S. Mint presents or releases for the year. Now, privy marks gain momentum. Yeah. And who's doing is that? That's the Mint, and I think that's going to be anti-counterfeiting security measure. Now, it says here, what is a privy mark? A privy mark is a small, specially engraved symbol that adds historical and thematic significance to a coin or metal. Originally used centuries ago to identify mints or verify authenticity, these markings have become a favorite among modern collectors due to their artistic detail, low mintages, and cultural storytelling. And I think they do also verify authenticity. And boy, and what's funny is I like how they quantified it to modern collectors, not the old ones, not the historic coins, but modern collectors. And I think that's what I am more so, because I'll tell you what, one of the reasons why I collect modern coins is because I know the mintages. And yeah, you could say, well, we know the mintages for those Morgan dollars, but do you really? Because some Gertie Gertrude, in the middle of, Punxsutawney could have a whole bag of 18, whatever, Carson City, just sitting in the, we don't know about it. Could be hundreds. We don't know. But look, and how many survived, right? But we know the mintages on these. And yes, I know they're worth a lot of money. Well, the value could go down with the discovery, right? But there you go. Anyway, it's not my thing. But and I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it's tough. All right. Here, why collectors are chasing privy releases. Privy mark coins are no longer a niche. That's right. They're now a major driver of demand in the numismatic world, especially released in low numbers or as part of a milestone celebration. In today's market, these limited edition pieces reflect unique themes tied to anniversaries or collaborations, often have smaller mintages, increasing scarcity, tend to see strong aftermarket value, appeal to both new collectors and seasoned investors. Collectors and investors, did you hear that? Wow. New collectors, old collectors? Nope, old collectors wasn't on there. Seasoned investors. That's something to think about, right? Who is buying this? What is the target audience, right? What are the demographics? Think about that. Legacy privy releases setting the stage for 2025. Before 2025's exciting lineup, the U.S. Mint released 2 standout privy mark coins that established this growing category. Yeah, look, there it is. Bingo, blammo. This is the 2025 West Point V75 Silver Eagle proof coin, and the privy mark was tiny. It was probably even smaller than that, actually. That might be giving it too much largeness, right? And that coin, before all these privy marks started coming out, was about a $300 or $400 coin. But now these privy marks are coming out for these American Silver Eagles. People are recognizing this again, and it's going to $600 to $700 upwards. Yeah, that's how the coin, it's ebb and flow, right? It just depends on what's going on. What is the Eye of Sauron looking at now? That's really what it goes down to. Now, that's a West Point Mint. The mintage was 75,000. And look, these new ones that are coming out, 100,000, right? So it's 25,000 over. But I don't know that the advanced bulk purchase, folks, was a thing in 2020. I think that was a thing in 2021. And so, yeah, we're going to have 80,000 if the United States Mint gives ABPP and the other group 10,000 each. Well, we're going to, the United States Mint will be open that day, hopefully, to the waiting room. Otherwise, it's going to be really tough, and it's going to be, blow out the candle, smell the flower moment all over again. Do you remember those days? Yeah, that was tough. And what, there's going to be, what, 1 million people trying to get 80,000 coins? Yeah, the math doesn't work out, right? It's like living in a big city. where, there's 20 people trying to get 10 parking spots. It just doesn't work. It doesn't add up. The math isn't there. Make it math, right? Yes, let's see here. Highlights, historic design, instant sellout, strong long-term value. That was an instant sellout. Now, will these be an instant sellout? Well, we'll find out. 2024 Star Privy Silver Eagle Bullion Edition. Remember, that was bullion, and it just got up there, really up there. Breaking new ground, the 2024 Silver Eagle introduced the first ever bullion privy mark featuring a 5-point star inspired by the 8th era mobile game collaboration with Nice Gang. And this one, I wasn't really happy with the Star Privy mark as I was the Soaring Eagle. The Soaring Eagle had all this negative space right here, this open field here. And the star looks like it was shoehorned in there, way too close to Adolf Weinemann's initials there. And this one is minted in Philadelphia. It's bullion at mintage is 500,000. Highlights cultural crossover appeal, first privy in a bullion version, and start of a new collector sub-series. And I got to tell you, folks, the whole point of this 8th era video game was to bring video game enthusiasts into the coin collecting hobby, and I think that's exactly what they've done. Kudos to the folks over there at 8th era. Now, here we go. Spotlight on key 2025 silver releases. Here we are. This is the 2025 Eagle, Privy, Silver Eagle, Soaring Eagle. I don't know why they just don't say Soaring Eagle, whatever. Bullion Edition. This follow-up to the 2024 edition features a finely rendered, and it really is finely rendered, Eagle in flight privy mark. It reminds me, of the Sacagawea golden dollar, and it could be an homage to the Sacagawea dollar. Absolutely, why not? All right. It's the Eagle in Flight Privy Mark, Above in God We Trust, continuing the 8th era storyline. Minted in Philadelphia, mintage of 500,000. Highlights, second release, and Nice Gang collaboration merges modern collector interest with digital innovation. That's awesome sauce right there. Now, here we go, 2025 West Point Army Privy Silver Eagle. That's the proof right there, and it honors 250 years. It's minted at West Point, mintage limit 100,000, release date June 13th, folks. That's this week. 5 days from now. What? Yeah, go figure. Now, context. It celebrates the Army's founding on June 14th, 1775. That's the spirit. Now, here we go. This is what it's all about, I believe. This is the one that's going to probably break the bank, or at least break the website at the United States Mint. And I hope they employ the waiting room and make some kind of anti-bot software so that everybody, and really, this is the bottom line, okay? You ever bought tickets at Ticketmaster or anything like that where you get it into your cart and they give you a timer? Yeah, the MLB does that with tickets, right? They do that. They give you 5 minutes, 8 minutes to complete the transaction. And if you don't complete it, it goes back into the pool where everybody else can get that and access it. And the Mint, wouldn't that be great if the Mint did that? They'd be like, well, here, you got it in your cart. If you finish the transaction in the allotted time, it's yours. But no, that's not the way it works. If you get it in your cart, you're lucky to get out of there with it in the shopping cart. It's a bummer in the summer, and it's super frustrating, and I hope they avoid the frustration. Otherwise, it's going to be smell the flower, blow out the candle. Yeah, that's right. And we will be going live that day for this drop for the Army, the Navy, the Marine, and the Laser Beam Privy Marks. Why wouldn't we, right? This is huge. Now, this is a Laser Beam Privy Silver Eagle proof coin, and it is proof, folks, right? It says so in the Federal Register. A creatively themed design. What does that even mean? Creatively themed design. Set for release on August 20, 2025. This coin is currently building speculation in the market. Full imagery and a backstory are expected soon. Yeah, the hype. So does the Mint keep this information from us to build the hype, like to build the buzz in the industry? Oh, I can't wait. It's like JoJo the Idiot. I can't wait, Yeah, take a deep breath. Come on back now. We're all friends. All right, the Mint, West Point, New York. The theme is unknown, speculated to expand pop culture or tech motifs. What? Status, details pending. Yeah. So they know, they probably know what the packaging looks like. They probably know what the coin looks like. They've probably already been struck. Who knows? But this secrecy, it just builds a suspense. All right, 2025 U.S. Marine Corps Privy Silver Eagle proof coin. We already know that it's going to be out of Philadelphia. The mintage is probably going to be 100,000, 10,000 to the ABP, 10,000 to the other folks, and 80,000 for the rest of us, right? And do y'all folks think that this Army, Navy, and Marine Privy are going to sell out the first day? Or when the household order limit is lifted? Now, that's something to think about. All right, here we go. Navy Privy right there. And it says Beyond Eagles, other U.S. Mint highlights for 2025. It's the 2025 West Point 25th anniversary Sacagawea gold dollar proof coin. I think this is going to be a big deal, folks, like really big deal. It's minted in West Point. The collector's note appeals to both gold investors and dollar coin enthusiasts. And I kind of like on this bullion exchange website how they're like, they give little notes and updates like, hey, who might be into this, right? I think that's really genius, actually. Late 2025 release expected. And I think if we go to the Sacagawea gold dollar, it's, I think, right after the, it's right there. July 31st. Yeah, so it's not that far away. All right. Late 2025. Nope, it's going to happen sooner than later. July 31st, right? That's a month and 3 weeks? That's nothing, folks. That's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see that in person. All right, here we go. Comic art, coin, and metal program. Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. This is going to be amazing as well. I'm definitely going to not be getting these gold medal or the 1 ounce medal. I'm going to go for the 2.5 ounce 3/9 fine silver medal. Hopefully the mintage will be super low, like 10,000, like they did the Armed Forces 2.5 ounce silver medals. What would be even better would be like 8,500 or maybe 5,000. That would be spectacular because there are a lot of silver products this year. And then obviously that 1/2 ounce 24 karat gold proof coin, that's probably going to be amazing to look at in person. That's wow. All right, here we go. Keep on keeping it. All three formats debut July 24. Scheduled release is Batman September 25th, and then Wonder Woman, we don't have a date yet. And I'm going to call her later. Maybe we can get that set up. All right, why 2025 is a must-watch year for modern collectors. This year's U.S. Mint program is about more than just new coins. It's about telling stories through precious metals, and that's what coins do. It's a piece of art. It's a canvas. Whether you're interested in the timeless symbolism of the armed forces or the meteoric rise of Privy marked eagles or the cultural significance of DC superheroes, 2025 delivers something extraordinary for every collector. Now, I got to show you. This is genius. Yeah, this is the only one I found, folks. Look, at least they got it up there. They're chumming the water, so to speak, right? Look at this. It's a 2025 West Point Laser Beam Privy 1 ounce proof silver American Eagle with box and COA. Yeah, it's out of stock. They don't have a picture, but at least they have it up here. And I would imagine, I think that other bullion dealers are probably remiss that they don't have it up right now, I would think. Now let's go to those plus ones. I've yammered for almost half hour. What's going on around here? All right, this is Proverbs 21:29, and it's really important right now. Like, really important. Like, ridiculously important that we really focus on being cool. This is Proverbs 21:29. A wicked person shows his audacity on his face, but the upright one considers his way. Now, what I think that means, and I'm going to try and wrap my head around it, is that a wicked person shows a lack of concern and shame about doing something that might be considered shocking or inappropriate when they're angry. But the just and righteous control their behavior. Yeah, that's right. They control. Wait, it's not like you're bottling it up, right? You don't have to do that. No, use that passion to focus on your desires. And if you can do that, if you can, instead of getting angry, right, worked up like JoJo, hey, come on back now. We're all friends. Control your behavior. Listen, you'll be the most popular person ever. I mean, it's so hard to do, but that's what the goal is, right? Use your passion to focus on your desires. Now, there's a really cool song about focusing your passions and controlling your desires. This is the Specials, and it's called A Message to You, Rudy. Yeah, we could all use this message right about now. Now, with that said, I want to thank y'all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, sub the channel. It's absolutely free. What's not free? Well, there's the store and the membership. And that's about it. Other than that, y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Stacker out.